This is going to be a goodie. A tag team match like we told you earlier. Yes, sir, you got it. They're back together again. That is Terry Adonis from Miami, Florida. 10 years as a professional wrestler, and his partner from Boston, Massachusetts, Bruiser Costa. Bruiser Costa. And they're up against these fellows are right here. From Germany, Eric Froelich. Eric Froelich, 225 pounds. And from Vancouver, British Columbia, his partner, Verne Siebert. Verne Siebert at 210 pounds. Be a great tag team match as we got our first chance to take a look at Adonis and Costa back together once again as a tag team. They're going to be going for the belts, actually, against Moondog Moretti and Dean Ho. Coming up one of their future matches at the Peony Gardens in Vancouver. And so they're doing a little tuning up here for that match. There you see Terry Adonis. Terry Adonis taking a pretty good shot there from Eric Froelich. Eric Froelich, very, very popular with the fans here at All-Star Wrestling. Eric, as you notice, wrestles barefoot. He's a real pro. He's been at it for a lot of years. Started wrestling at the age of 5. He was in the Olympics. He represented Germany in the Olympics. Real strong professional wrestler, a fellow with a lot of finesse. In the ring against Bruiser Costa. Bruiser Costa. Better known as the Jukebox to the wrestling fans. They call him the Jukebox. He is from Boston, Massachusetts. Originally from Greece. He was trained by Killer Kowalski. There to get Terry Adonis back in. And, of course, they're doing exactly what they should do as good potential tag team champions. And that is to just keep working on one of them. And of course, what they've been trying to do is to keep working on Eric Froelich. Froelich being told by referee Bruce Brown to keep those hands open. And Froelich is not very happy about that. He figures that you got to take just about any measure you can to try and control these guys. There's Terry Adonis. Terry Adonis working on the left arm of Eric Froelich. Of course, he also happens to have a knee right in the cheek. And, of course, Verne Siebert has not even been tagged yet, as they're working on Eric Froelich. This Froelich has got a lot of finesse. He's a real pro. Being picked on a little bit here as they work on him in tandem. That's the tag across, Bruiser Costa. Bruiser Costa using the boots there on Eric Froelich. This Costa's a big fellow, 260 pounds. And take a look at that. And for the first time in this match, look at Verne Siebert. A flying drop kick. Oh boy, Bruiser Costa. Notice that one. Siebert trying to use a takedown on Bruiser Costa. That didn't work out too well. And now Eric Froelich coming in the ring with Bruiser Costa. Just coming up to our broadcast position is the commissioner for the NWA, Jack Lalonde. And Jack, I'm glad you dropped down for a second because a question still remains unanswered. I'd like to know what happened to the money.
The money went over 10 minutes. He offered him $2,000 to go into the ring for 10 minutes. He went in the ring for 10 minutes, and he has the $2,000. I have the check. I give it to Steele.
Well, isn't that great? Bob Steele will get a check for $2,000, and he tells me that half of that money is going to go over to Bulldog Brown.
Well, Tomko said he offered him first $1,000, then $2,000 to go in the ring 10 minutes with him. The match went over 10 minutes.
Well, I don't know about this this brave new light that the Master Sergeant has found, and frankly, it worries me a little bit. What are your comments?
I have no comments at all. He's always finding something. I wasn't there at the end, and I'm just going by what my timekeeper and announcer told me, so I'm going to have to stay to the end of the next time and see what he's doing.
Well, certainly there's been an awful lot of controversy about it, and we hope that you'll be around to have an eye on the remaining matches.
Right, I'd just like to announce here the other towns, Ed. On the 25th, we'll be in Lytton. On the 26th, in Ashcroft. On the 27th, in Merritt. On the 28th, in Vernon. The 29th at Kelowna, we're going to have a chain match in Kelowna. And the 30th, we're down in Penticton. And in November the 3rd, we'll be in Mission. And then back to Victoria on the 4th of November. As far as that $2,000 goes, Steele has it. I have the check. Tomko had to make the check out.
Well, I do appreciate your comments, Jack, because I know a lot of the fans were wondering what happened. And, of course, Master Sergeant Tomko, I guess, would never admit to it. So I wanted to get the answer direct from the commissioner.
Well, he used something, and his hair has been singed, and his whole face is, well, it's, I've seen underneath the bandage, and it's a real mess.
Well, I can tell you right under his chin, although it isn't bandaged, it's pretty badly burned. I took a good look at it.
Well, this main event coming up on the 1st, Ed, I mean, have you ever seen Dean Ho so mad?
No, I think that's going to be quite about.
I was at ringside at that one, and the people asked if I'm going to disqualify. Am I going to fine Terry Adonis and disqualify him? What am I going to do? I said, I'm going to give him to Dean. And Bruiser Costa and Terry Adonis used to be the tag team champions, so they're a good team. But what he did to Dean Ho, Dean will get him. It's going to be a tag team match.
That's going to be quite a match.
Tomko thought he had a lot to do with Brown. Wait till he gets Morowski. He just told you the size of him.
Moose Morowski. That ought to be quite a battle against Master Sergeant Tomko. And Verne Siebert, they're getting, I would say, choked properly. About the only way you could put it. As I think he was getting to the point that he couldn't breathe.
Costas can move for a man his size.
260 pounds. He has got pretty good agility for a man his size. Teamed up with Terry Adonis.
But they picked the wrong man to get mad. Never get Dean mad. That's it. 1, 2, 3.
There it is. 1, 2, 3, just like that.
I guess they'll have their little comments for you.
Thank you very much, Jack Lalonde. And, of course, that'll sort that match out real fast as it goes to Terry Adonis and Bruiser Costa as they're training to get back their tag team belts. And we'll see if we can get a word with them at ringside. Terry Adonis and Bruiser Costa, of course, used to be the tag team champions, and they've given up that belt. The belt, of course, now being held by Dean Ho and Moondog Moretti. And Terry,
a belt that belongs around my waist, Carl.
Watch you,
I was cheated out of those belts. Dean Ho, you dropped me, boy. We was making a good tag team. Like I said, you showed me a little too much, Ho. I can't help it how clumsy you are, boy. Tripping in the ring, tripping out. Clutching your skull up, Ho. I don't know what's wrong with you, boy. But like I said, that championship belongs to me, and I'm going to get it back no matter what it takes.
I kind of figured they'd have a comment along that line, and I think I got a pretty good idea of what Bruiser's going to say about that.
Let me tell you something out there, Vancouver. You see this? You see this? This is a pineapple for all you morons out there who don't know. And this pineapple represents the face. A little pineapple out here. Dean Ho. And I'll show you exactly what I'm going to do to Dean Ho.
We're getting covered in pineapple here. Stand clear of Bruiser Costa when he gets into one of his moods. You know, you can't stand too close because you know what he can do. There's a pretty good idea of what his thoughts are going to be with regard to Dean Ho. He gets a little excited, Terry.
The man is in full control every time he's out here, Ed. I don't know what you're talking about. He's losing his mind. He's getting a little excited. The man has full control every time he comes out here to do an interview.
Well, he does get a little excited whenever you mention the name Dean Ho.
Dean Ho's a thorn in everybody's side. And it's like a thorn, you got to pull it out to get rid of it. And Dean Ho, boy, we're going to get rid of you just as soon as possible.
Well, I think you got a pretty good idea of what's going to be happening in that match. And, of course, it'll be for the Tag Team Championship. The match between Dean Ho, Moondog Moretti, Terry Adonis, and, of course, Bruiser Costa. Can you imagine what that match is going to be like? That is going to be a goodie. And, of course, we're going to be back with lots more wrestling on All-Star Wrestling coming up right after this. That is, if we can ever clear the floor from Bruiser Costa. We're going to give it a whirl.